I genuinely can't work a 9 to 5. This video may trigger a lot of people because it's really controversial. I tried it, okay? I was in my internship for 1 year and 10 months. And then I got fired. So for a little bit of background information, I started working my 9 to 5 when I was 17. I'm 19 now, so it's been almost 2 years. It's actually not a real 9 to 5. It's like an apprenticeship, but it's full-time, so it's 40 hours a week, and we did had school 10 times a year for 1 week. I just can't understand how people can work a 9 to 5 for 40 years plus. Just really think about it. I don't want to sound offensive right now, but do those people have dreams? Why don't they feel the urge to pursue those dreams? Because, for example, if I have a dream, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, this is possible. Everyone has a dream, right? So why are there some people that go after their dreams and why are there some people that don't? Because at the end of the day, this is our only life. And I don't want to spend 40 years of my life just working for someone else's dream when I could use the time to work on my own dream. I'm just an outsider because clearly there are still a lot of people that work a 9 to 5. Or maybe there are people that really, maybe I had a wrong 9 to 5. But I know that there are some people out there that like their job and really love and it's fun for them, and it's nice that you found something. But clearly when I was sitting on the train at 6 a.m, I did not see a single happy face. They all looked sad. And after work, when I got back into the train, I looked again and everyone was just looking sad. Like everyone was just looking exhausted and staring at the phone, scrolling, listening to music and kind of numbing themselves like, what? Is that life? Sometimes I feel the urge when I see a really bad person and I know it's rush hour right now and they probably go home right now and they look just depressed, to ask why they are doing that. I don't know if it's just the young generation, but you can do anything in life, and especially true. Social media has a lot of downsides, but one upside is that you see what's possible. There are so many people, we can't even comprehend that in our head. And of course there are people that live your dream life. That would be weird if there wouldn't be none. To be honest, I knew before I even started that I couldn't do it, but I did it because of my life situation, or like my parents wanted me to do it. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna try it, I know that I won't like it, but I didn't know that I would like hate it. I'm actually not a hater of life, but if there's one thing I hate, then it's a 9 to 5. Social media is really a big player in that, because on social media you always see those people that are traveling around the world and that are working from the beach, or just kind of don't work at all. Okay, everyone works. But on social media, there are people who don't sit in an office and who pursue their dreams and have their little small business or this little cafe. So why should I? Why should I? That is kind of the downside, but also the upside of social media, because you see what's possible and you either get really inspired from that and are like, hey, this is also a life I want to have. Because if they can have it, like, I can have it too. I've been working really hard to pursue my passions and my dreams. Because of that, it's been really hard for me to work the 9 to 5. I was always thinking like, damn, I'm just here to make money, and yeah, I'm learning a little bit of things. But most of the time you are just doing things that other people don't want to do and things that no one wants to do, and because of that the internship person is gonna do it. I'm not saying you don't learn anything in a 9 to 5. You learn a lot about people, about coworkers, about their mindset, or in general a structure of a company, especially when you're young. But a lot of the times I also just felt really bad because I was just doing dumb work. I'm sorry. When I first started with 17, I was 4 months in the customer service. We had a lot of tasks that were really repetitive. For example, there was like this sheet and there were like exercises, and then I needed to assign them, just kind of copy paste it into a software. I did that for 8 hours. You know what it did with my brain? I felt miserable. I cried at work. I drove 2 hours there, 1 hour break and 8 hours of work. So yeah, 11 hours a day just for that. And yeah, I really tried it. I think it was like kind of a sign from the universe, because I didn't want to quit, but then they quit me. And I saw a lot of signs. Go, go, go. I always saw those go signs, but I never left. And in the end, I got kicked out because of a thing I did. I know it's my fault, but what was kind of weird is that I did that thing in May and they just quit me like in July. And what's funny is that those signs started to really show up a lot in June and July. And I was like, okay, signs, hello, yeah, I see you. But I'm not ready because change is uncomfortable. I'm not saying that pursuing your dreams is really easy and it's gonna be fun all the time. No, there are also times where it's gonna be going really down. But I mean, isn't that worth it? I mean, it's your dream. Isn't it worth it to get a little bit uncomfortable? Okay, it could be also that you get very uncomfortable before your dreams. Just want to understand the fact why you don't go after your dreams and you rather stay comfortable with knowing, okay, I will get money every month. But for that, I'm gonna quit my dream. So is money more worth than a dream? At the end of the day, I think it's just the fact that it's really scary to do something what other people are not doing, because everyone around you probably, I would guess, is working a 9 to 5 and is doing the path that everyone is doing around them. That has changed a lot in the past 20 years, because now you have the internet and you don't need a degree to be successful on the internet. If you want, for example, to be successful on social media, you won't learn that in school. Yeah, that is my question. Please share your view of this topic in the comments, because maybe I'm just in my bubble right now and I want to get out of the bubble. I want to know a lot of opinions in the comments. Have a great day.